Why isn't it showing up? If it say hello, if it's showing up, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my iPad set up here. Let's see. There it is. There it is. There I am. I haven't been able to live stream for, gosh, almost 3 weeks now. Let's go on a little bit more on that. So, you can see that from my thingy there. We're going to finish. Let me like my own video here. God, my nails, I didn't even think about that. I'm so far out of the game, you guys. I've been going through some things. So right now I'm dealing with the car and all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to live stream though. So I just jumped on and said, forget about being ready. I'm just going to get on and do it. 3 weeks I forgot how to do everything. Okay, I gotta respond to a text really quick here. We're having issues with the 2024 Malibu we bought, and the dealership is giving us the runaround. Okay, but that is not color related. Hey Sherry, it's good to see you. I was hoping you would show up because I'm like, she'll be the only one that shows up. I haven't streamed for so long. I'm falling off everybody's coloring radar. I have done so much work on this. Here is where we're at with that mandala. I left the spaces up here and here so I can show the coloring that I did. Oh, this is the first time I'm opening stuff up since we moved, so everything's kind of all over the place, and I didn't set my little live stream spot up properly, but where did my little, because we've got a turtle that I like to have up here, we've got Gumby I like to have, we've got a little alien guy. It's my little setup here. And then thank you, Sherry, I appreciate that. I got this that I bought. It's actually from this guy, Susie. No, wait, that's her name. Damn. The artist. These are sold at a shop in South Bend, Indiana. There are tons of figures that this artist makes. Aren't they adorable? So I like having those out on my table. Look at, she's holding a little basket of bulbs, tulip bulbs. So anyway, those are little things that I put out while I'm coloring that make me happy. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, we are going to finish coloring that. I've been working on a couple other things too. Okay. Where's my, oh, right. Where's my clipboard? Like I started, because I'd gone through my work in progresses, right? I guess I was just coloring that on top of the book while we were doing this. I don't remember that though. I started, I picked up, let's see, I'll move this really quick. And this was another book that I was working in, Egyptian Goddesses by Zoe James, I think. And I did a little bit more with that. I think I totally screwed her lips up. Like they're pretty wonky in person. It doesn't look so bad on camera, but I still have to do her eye makeup and stuff. That's why her eyes look funny. But I started doing a little bit more on this. It looks cool. I think once it's all done, like the lips won't pop out so much, maybe. But that's the other one that I'm kind of playing with. I used actually the fine liners for this part because I really like working with the Stabilo fine liners. And I use the fine liners for the earrings. For the back here, though, I'm using a shuttle art gel pen. So, thank you, Sherry. I'd like to finish her. So, I'm gonna keep working on that. I've been going through some stuff though, health wise. Well, I just had I have an impacted molar, a sideways impacted molar, to be specific, and it really did a number on me. And I'm also dealing with some issues with little Miss Evie here. Come on up here, honey. She is 18. And she's starting to have some problems. Okay, you're okay. So the other piece that I've been working on, whoops, is from this book, Cubism. And I'm not really proud of this or anything, but I just wanted to, I'll just show it. I just wanted to like play with my markers that I have because I don't really use them that much, and they were kind of pricey. But I'm using the Ohuhu markers for that. I gotta get all my fine liners out. And these are the colors that I'm using. So I'm just kind of playing around with that, kind of to see if I could do something. I don't know if it's coming out well or not, but, and I was using I didn't put tracing paper down, and you can see all the marks that went through, so I started putting tracing paper down. That was just something where I just wanted to like be kind of putting color down on paper and to try to get a little bit more familiar with my markers. So I don't know if I'll finish that one. I might not. But this is the gorgeous one we're working on right now. I did have to make myself a protein shake really fast. Let's see. These are the colors that we were using. Oh yeah, and I did use a Sucor color. I don't think I used that. I didn't use black much. Let's see. Yeah, those are the ones that I used. Gel pens and that. Okay. The Stabilos that I used. Okay. And I don't think it's going to take that long to color that in. So you'll have to be patient with me while I make my protein shake. I have had the worst toothache for the past week. Like I said, it's a sideways impacted molar. And haven't been able to eat much, hard time sleeping, all the good stuff that comes with having a horrendous toothache. Let me see if I can do this without making a huge mess. Famous last words, right? I usually like make my shake in a different container than what I'm going to be drinking it out of, because of exactly what's happening right now. I'm making a huge mess. When you try to cut corners cut you back. No, I don't know if that's the same or not. I probably shouldn't have started this live stream until I was really ready. Damn it. I'm so sorry. Okay. So my intermittent fasting got thrown off because I couldn't eat at all. And then when I could eat, I had to eat. So, because I was in like, I was really, really starving. Because I wasn't able to eat for like 3 days. I was finally able to eat yesterday. So that was really nice. I got on some antibiotics, so. now trying to get back on my schedule of fasting though, while I'm still taking my antibiotics. And it is a little difficult to get back on that. Especially when my body was just so mad at me. Okay. I apologize for that. And we will get to coloring. Okay. Yeah, relax coloring. It's 41 degrees. Sherry, did the temperature finally break for you guys out there? I hope so. Okay, here we go. Finally ready to sit down. Whoops. And make a lot of noise. Okay. I also have to remember what colors I used, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge. We're going to go ahead and come up to our little guy here. Hopefully. Oh, I don't even have a light on. Oh, God. I got the windows open. Here we go. Okay, let me switch back in here. And I'm actually going to turn this way so I can get at it a little bit easier. Sorry, guys, while I figure this out. Okay. Let me... So I was using the Stabilo fine liners. And I know, let's see, I need a piece of paper to put down so I don't get this glitter on my hand. So I'm just going to rip a piece of paper out of the back of the book. Cooler at night. It's still in the 70s. Not too bad. Yeah, I think Cincinnati did pretty good for the summer this time around. One day it was still summer and the next day it was winter. The trees are very confused. I think tonight it's going to get down to like 31. There's a freeze warning, so it's like, ah! We are leaving here November 1st. So we're almost out of here. Sorry, I'm just making these pieces of paper a better shape. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it over this so I don't get all this glitter on my hand. Because I don't like that. It makes me feel icky. 70s are so nice. It's supposed to be 70s the next 2 weeks here. Like we're having this little cold spell and it looks all nice and cool and wintry. I actually took a picture that I'm gonna post on Facebook. Whereas like I literally did not come outside. I think it's been a week. I was just in complete misery over this tooth pain. It was really bad. And we had antibiotics left over from the last time I had a toothache. But I didn't want to take them because I wanted to conserve as much as possible. And yeah, anyway. Okay, so I know that the color that I used right here is the red, the number 40. Why did I think? Oh no, 11 is the blue one that I love so very much. I highly recommend these pencils or these pens. Gosh, I haven't colored in so long. I haven't I've hopped up on ibuprofen, and I had to switch to Tylenol because the ibuprofen wasn't working, and it was just a nightmare. All right, so that was that little blip there. And then it looks like I used my lighter. This is where I think that's the number 11. Number 11 that I used for my little circle here. Yeah. And we just moved over to, yeah, tooth pain is so bad. It's, what is really sad about it is that I don't have insurance. I haven't had insurance forever. Even if I did have insurance, it probably wouldn't cover it because tooth dentist stuff seems like it's rarely covered, or what you need is not covered. So I had this looked at, probably about 5 or so years ago. And it is, like I said, a sideways impacted wisdom tooth. And it needs to be cut out. And probably parts of my jaw will need to be removed because the root has solidified to the jaw because I'm 50. And I have other teeth that need to be removed as well. Other wisdom tooth, and I use this blue color quite a bit, so we'll go ahead and in this area where we have to fill in, we'll fill them in. But it'd be over 10 grand to get done what I need to get done. Now, I have a friend who went down, a Facebook friend who went down to Mexico, and he got a bunch of teeth pulled. He's young though, he's in his 20s, I think. So I'm going to call the place that he used. He went down to Tijuana, and he posted the bill and everything, and his post-op, and he said it was cleaner than most places he'd been to in the US. So their prices were phenomenal. And since we're heading west, it's kind of like, well, maybe we should take a day trip into Mexico and get my teeth yanked out of my head. I have to call the place and see if they actually do oral surgery, though. I believe that they do, because they do dentures and implants. I think that's oral surgery. I think implants are. Okay. So our next color. Oh, look, I left out that little guy in the center there for number yellow. So yeah, we're gonna be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and then head down to San Antonio. And then depending on how those two cities work out, we may stay in that area for the winter, or we may proceed on to Phoenix. Excuse me while I blow my nose. I'm sorry. I know that's disgusting. I want to move on to Phoenix, but the logistics of it are a little daunting. I know people do it all the time, but taking in essence, our RV is 39 feet. The car attached behind it equals probably another 20 feet or so. So we're driving a big, huge thing through the mountains, and that's really scary. I think it was number 14. That was the center of these. Oh, I did that wrong. It was green right there. You know what? I'm just going to color over it with this green. Whoops. That's the right green. Yeah. I think that's the darker green, and I have a light. No, this is the lighter green. I have a darker green. Sorry, this is the problem with not writing your colors down. which I don't think I did with this one. I did, but I don't know where the index card is. All right, so that should actually be the dark green. So I am going to go over that with the dark green one, which is number 43, just to make sure that it stands out. All right, so that's that area sorted. Nice. Now we are going to move this around, sorry, motion warning, and we are going to work on this area now. I think my favorite part was probably this last part that I did. I love coloring with gel pens. So I think the first thing I did was the black. I wanted this to look Egyptian, and so I wanted to use the colors that is inspired that the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians used. I don't know if, I'm sure they still use these colors, but so black and gold, definitely colors the Egyptians used. And then I just used a series of 3 different colors on the outside. So, but we will go ahead and start coloring this area in here. The Sucolor gel pens. And this is the mysterious black that I'm using. I love gel pens. They're cheap. You're doing a Mandala in neon and glitter. Ha! Fun. I love neon too. I see that I got this little dot here to color, and I also see that I need to do this outline first. So we're going to go ahead and do that before we start working with the gel pens. This little dot, I think is, no, that's the orange. That's this color. That's 88.88. I mean, that's what the pin is. I'm so sorry. It's 25. That'll be cool to see when you're done with that, Sherry. That might be the wrong color. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's the right one. Dollar Tree. So when you buy glitter pens and things, gel pens at the Dollar Tree, is it really $1 or is a couple of dollars? Because I know that can vary. Okay, now let's go on to this outside color here, which was my darkest blue, which was number 31 of the Stabilo fine liners. I have this paper down because I did use glitter gel pen and I don't like getting that on my hand. I don't like getting glitter anywhere. I love this blue color here. They could tell I'm still like out of it. I didn't have to take any. Oh no, I did. I had to take I only took 5 Advil though yesterday, so I was able to eat. To actually eat something of substance instead of not. I should do that little guy in the center there. That's that light blue, my number. Oh, shoot, that's the wrong one. I need number 11 for my blue. Which I hate to say it, but I think this one's running out. I noticed when I was just using it. Although the lighter colors do, it takes a little bit longer to lay them in there as thick as I want them. Okay, and then it looks like I did orange for this little part right here. Okay. Now we can move on to the gel pens. You'll send $125 per pack. I don't know why I said that way. $1.25 per pack. That is a good deal. I don't ever go into Dollar Trees because whenever I have, it's like a bunch of stuff that I don't want, but I feel like I should buy because it's so cheap, right? Like, does anybody else have that problem? Like, I don't want any of this crap. It's like weird snacks and stuff that I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I need a 5-pound bag of pretzels for $1 that I'll never eat, that are stale. But I would be willing to go in there for some coloring supplies. That sounds like a good deal. I'm also at the point where I'm like, I have so much that I'm just using, but I would like to keep my supply up of what I do have. Okay, so now we're going in on this. Although I do see I have to be careful in the center here. And I'm using black, so yeah, I realize now why I wasn't coloring over the past couple of days, because my vision is a little off. I don't take pills if I don't have to. And so having to take that many, I was just out of it. Poor Sawyer, he's had to, oh no, I do have a drink right next to me. He's had to work, now dealing with the tire issue. He's going to Discount Tire right now. You go to the stationery and art supplies. Okay, good. That is what I will do. Dollar Tree, not Dollar General. But I wonder if Dollar General has the same, because I feel like I see more Dollar Generals than I see Dollar Trees. I'm going to start looking out for them, though. Because, yeah, there's a lot of times when I'm Uber driving that I keep ending up by this Ollie's. And it's always at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's like right when they open. And 9 o'clock is generally when things tend to slow down with ride requests. So it's like, oh, I'll just pop in there for a minute. And it seems like they always have, different coloring books in there. It's so cool. I love it. At the same time, I don't need any more damn coloring books, though. I'm making an effort to move through the ones that I have and just, kind of picks things to color out. Like that Cubism book I've had for a while, and the Egyptian Goddess book I've had for a while. So many cool books. Okay, so that was the black that we did. Dollar General's more expensive. See, I think I've been in those more, and they're a little bit more not so ghetto. Like, I think that's why I don't like Dollar Trees. Dollar Generals are pretty ghetto too. I don't like, by ghetto I just mean like dirty, and there's always stuff in the aisles, and I don't know. It's not really an experience I want to go through to shop. So I'm if I don't have to. Shoot, even when I probably should have been shopping there, I didn't. Because I know they have all kinds of stuff. Okay, we're going to go in with the gold now, which was probably the easiest part. I'm seeing that I didn't do this little blip right here, so I'm going to do that. That was number 11. Yeah, dark and creepy. Yeah, so I'm going to try the Dollar Tree then. Because I think, like I said, that I've just tried the Dollar Generals, and I'm not a big shopper anyway. Like, I don't enjoy shopping. It actually produces a lot of anxiety in me. That's why Amazon was really dangerous for me. Because Amazon is shopping without, like, getting in the car, walking around, not knowing where you're, like, I don't know, it's all kinds of stuff that just makes me anxious about it. I'll do it, but if I don't have to, then I won't. And right now I'm just going over the places that I had colored with this number 11 for this part of the picture. But yeah, so if you have my anxiety of just shopping in general and throw in, a creepy store, like, I'm out. I'm not doing it. Number 19. Same with you. Yeah. I don't know if, like, something happened to me when I was a kid. I don't really recall anything major. I mean, it was stressful, I guess, maybe going shopping. I do remember when I first moved out when I was 18 and going grocery shopping by myself, which I had never done before, and I liked that a lot. I remember, like, I was really stoked with that. But then I didn't have any money. So it's fun to grocery shop when you have money. But I was always like, starvation shopping kind of deal. I was still able to get some stuff, and I worked for Wild Oats and ate pretty damn good while working there, and had good friends and whatnot. But so maybe that's what did it to me, was grocery shopping with, like, the stress of, like, price crunching and getting, like, the cheapest stuff, or not getting as much, or maybe that's what, like, kind of built it up over time to where it just became this thing. I don't know. Because I don't feel like I've ever had any weird encounters in the grocery store. I'm really glad so I've been taking antibiotics, and I think Evie has a urinary tract infection. I think that's what's going on with her. Good girl. So I just started putting some in her water. And the thing that's been happening to her the last 2 days has so far not happened yet today. So I'm really hoping that that tiny, tiny bit of amoxicillin that I put in her water, which I researched thoroughly before I did it, is helping her. Thank God. Like, I almost want to cry right now. Like, I've been through hell the past few days, you guys. You don't even know. I mean, it could be a hell of a lot worse, but ugh, it's been rough. So we are going to use Happy Yellow from the Sucor glitter gel pens. Yeah, and it is hard to grocery shop when you're penny pinching. Although there is some satisfaction to it, right? It's like, I got all this for $20. Gosh, can you imagine trying to shop on just $20 today? Well, I mean, it's the same as how it was back then. It's a lot of ramen. You can get a loaf of bread. You can get some peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, you can get stuff. I lived on a cup of noodles, those instant ramen cup of noodles, for years. Even when I had money, I would still eat that stuff. People are always like, "Why do you look so young? Like you don't look like you're 50." Um, Although that is changing. I'm probably looking more and more my age, but it's like it's all the freaking preservatives and crap that I grew up eating and continue to eat. I'm just preserved. Also, it could be all the other excessive things I consumed in my youth, which that would be for a whole different channel. It's so weird. This color is coming out looking like yellow, but as it dries, it's gold. It's tripping me out. See how nice gel pens are though. They just glide right on there. I really want to learn how to like try to blend and shade with them and whatnot. Candy Colorful World Adult Color in chat. Thank you. I will let me finish this little piece right here and we'll zoom out and you can see the whole thing. I colored this on the channel. But yeah, well you'll see how I did it. We'll go for the gold here. We're going for the gold. And then I need that yellow right there. Let me do that before I zoom out. These things do take focus and patience. And a good tool to use, right? These fine liners are excellent. I bought these fine liners and this book specifically for these kind of images. Very easy to blend with gel pens. I don't know why I don't even try. Well, I zoomed out way too far, didn't I? But here's where we're at. Just a pinch. There we go. I can't wait for it to be finished, and we're gonna do it right now. Like we just have this corner right here. It's so great. We're gonna finish this. Very beautiful. Thank you. I love details. The more, the happier I am. Me too. I love details as well. I have to remember to check out your channel. How can I do that? I wonder. I don't want to forget, so I can give you a subscribe. Go to channel. Okay. Because I want to give you a subscribe. Did it not work? Because I know if I go back to the live chat later, well, it takes a minute to stick up. Oh, Candy, if you could make a comment after, well, I don't know if you can you make a general comment right now or just chat? I think you can just chat because I want to make sure I go subscribe to your channel. I know how it is doing a YouTube coloring channel, and it can be challenging. So I feel like we should all support each other. Okay, so what I did with these last ones, because I didn't want a whole bunch of different colors competing, I wanted to highlight the middle of the piece. Oh, awesome, Sherry. Thank you. for supporting her. We are going to start laying in those colors and get this bad boy finished. Okay. Yeah, like these last 3 weeks that I've taken off, I used number 11 a lot in this area right here. So we're going to go ahead and start with that of the Stabilo fine liners, which they are expensive. And I would recommend buying new on Amazon. Do not buy the used ones unless you're prepared to return them. Because my one, and it's just a couple bucks less, so you might as well get the new set if you want a proper set of them. I'm just going to take a sip of water really quick here. Are you okay? Good, she's just going to lay back down, I hope. Yeah, you're okay. You're all right. Yeah, I'll move that out of your way. There you go. Sorry about that. You're okay. I hope. I may have to end the stream if Evie starts going through her thing, you guys. I wanted to finish, but I think she's just going to lay down. Oh, good. I feel so bad for her. I don't know how much pain she's in, but I'm hoping these antibiotics are going to kick in really fast for her like they did for me, and they knocked my pain out pretty quick. Which I was like, she just got sick so she could have my antibiotics. Try to, put a positive spin on something that's been pretty awful. And she's 18. So I know that, her systems are probably breaking down. I'm just trying to make her as comfortable as possible through the process. But it's tough. It's always hard losing a life that you love. It's, I've been really reflecting on what happens when life dies. Like, I don't know that it really matters if it's, an animal or a human. We've all got that spark of life in us that goes away when we die. And I was just wondering about that. But this is a coloring channel. And we just color and are happy. And we don't think about such things. Oh, goodness. You love the gel pens. Yes. Love them too. Fine liner because of all the details. Fine liners work great with pencils. I am starting to explore that, Candy. I'm silly. Like, I used to only say, if I'm going to color something, it's going to be with the color that I'm, if I'm using the gel pens, I'm using the gel pens on the whole page, or, I'm using the fine liners on the whole page, not using anything else. I don't know why I was like that, but recently I've started to, even with this one, I use gel pens and fine liners, but yeah, I've seen people using the fine liners as details over colored pencils, and it's that extra pop you need, right? Yeah, I love learning all the little, tricks and stuff that you can do. I think I'm always attracted to things that I can learn, like that there's constant growth and learning. She does know that I love her. She does. Yeah. And it's tough transitioning through that period of time. Thank you, Sherry. It is what it is, right? I mean, that's why I didn't want to get another animal. After my sweet, sweet Georgia left. And Georgia lasted to 19. She was a 3.5 pound teacup chihuahua. And she was my constant companion from, I think, probably from 21. I might have got her when I was 20 until I was, Maya was about 8 or 9 when she passed, and I had Maya when I was 30. So, yeah, Giorgio was awesome. Yeah. Okay. Trying to keep up with where I was with let's move on to a different color. The number 11 is difficult to use because it's so light. So it like takes forever. I have to figure out, and I use the lightest green, I believe. So let's do that. Let's work with the lightest green, and then we'll do maybe our dark blue there too. We've got a little bit of that because the light green is hard to work with as well. Like, I liked the result of this, but actually coloring it was maybe not as fun. I don't know why the darker colors. Does anybody know that? Like, why did the darker colors come out like better? Don't know. And the lighter colors do not. It's like they're not as smooth. They're scratchier. If that makes sense. I have other fine liners, and I wonder if that happens with them. I'll have to check that out. Candy, about how many do you color? Like, what do you like to color, Candy? As soon as you said you like details, I'm like, oh my god, I have so many books that I could show you that you would probably absolutely love. Okay, so we were using that light green color on these little guys. I have to like look back to my other ones that I've already did. I did enjoy coloring this though. I like coloring things that I don't really have to think about. And this mandalas are like that, even though I've seen people do amazing things as far as like, shading and having some really cool effects with mandalas. I just kind of treat them as laying color down. Because you can do all kinds of shading and stuff to make things look way cooler. I tried to do that with my last mandala. Somewhat. This one I just wanted it to look Egyptian. And I've got a spot for them already picked out. Okay, and there's a lot of green in the inside too, but I'm going to go ahead and do, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and do the dark. I'm going to put these over on this side. So I'm going to do the dark blue color so I can see the other things easier. Like I said, I've been on pain medication, so my eyes aren't working as well as I wish they would be right now. All right. This dark blue that I'm using is number 31. Anything with very many details that takes time. There's so many good books out there. Mandalas are probably some of the most detailed stuff out there, though. Although there are several artists that have some detailed stuff going on. Stuart Royce is one that's got a lot of crazy detailed mandalas. This book right here, though, that I'm working in has a lot of good detailed stuff too. I'd recommend it. When I get done coloring this piece, I'll show it to you. It's also on the opening thumbnail. But I didn't put it in the description, and I should have. Let's see. It's Intricate Patterns by, I'm going to move this over a little bit because I see that the thing is there. The Shine by Misa Digital Creations. And it's pretty detailed, as you can see. Okay, where were we? We're doing these things on the inside. Ooh, I like coloring circles, so we'll color some circles. Yeah, and I think this book was less than $10, I think. I can't remember what the price point is on these ones. I haven't looked. I got these a couple months ago, I think. It's actually one of the most recent coloring books I got. I didn't do a coloring book haul. I probably should. I have to watch the last video that I did of which books I showed, though, to remember. Now, let's see. Alright, I'm just looking back at my other things. I did the center guys with the dark blue. Probably not the best picture to try to color while I'm still like out of it. You know, you gotta love a challenge, though. Okay, what was my next thing? I did not color these guys. The symmetry of those mandalas is so relaxing, amazing to apply one to an entire wall. That's funny that you say that. Rain rot? Sorry if I mispronounced that, because I have been putting my mandalas up on the walls, on the ceiling to be specific. I have to color a lot more. There's a lot of ceiling. I live in an RV full time, so luckily I don't have a whole entire house to cover. I just have probably 30 feet. Well, probably less than that. But still. I have a picture up on my Facebook page. I haven't shown it here yet, though. It's still a work in progress, right? But I got the idea actually from a gal in a coloring group who she was putting her mandalas up on the wall, which I've been putting my pictures up. I laminate mine, which I've done on the channel. Let's see, what part is the next part? That is that dark blue color. And then I put them up just using tape. I got the laminating idea from Emily Clark, I believe. No, Emily the illustrator. I got that idea from her. So I've been laminating my pictures for, I don't know, about 2 years now. My bathroom is covered with all the portraits that I've done. So that's fun. And I still got some space in there to put some more. So I already know where my Egypt gal's going. I love seeing the stuff that I've done because it inspires me to keep coloring and to want to do certain things based on what I've already got up on the wall. So that's fun. Let's see that little spot right there. Okay. Excuse me. And luckily, my boyfriend, husband, significant other, we're not officially married, but we might as well be. He loves it, or at least he doesn't seem to mind. Let's see. You guys can't tell what I'm doing because it's on the other side of the camera, but I'm looking at the corner that I've already colored, and I'm, doing the same thing over on the other side. So I'm just comparing everything. And having been out of commission for a little while because I've been ill, it's proving difficult. For me to get everything down. I'm happy that I'm coloring within the line, so that's yeah, I watched a couple of videos of people drawing mandalas like this because I thought there's no way that these, could be hand drawn. Like, it's an insane amount of work. That was a weird noise. I guess that was somebody in the spot next to us. We're gonna go back to the green color now. And all this area right here is green. Okay, let's do that. I like working with the green color better than the blue. It comes out a little bit more easy. With these, it's just, yeah, I guess patience. I have a lot of patience for some things. Other things, not so much. All right. Let's see. I think this was that green. Yeah, and then my outer loop was that green as well. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Phenomena. Do, 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 do. Okay. What was that little blip right there? That was green too? Yep, that was light green too. Okay. If I can get down the basic color on one of these, and I won't have to look across the page to check my color scheme back and forth here. The spirograph, you know what? I actually have one. I bet a bunch of people do. But since my eyes are kind of being a little hooey, I wanted to finish this, but I think everybody kind of gets the idea. As far as what we're doing, we could take a little detour here because I have not looked at this thing yet. I'm also, so here's where we're at right now. The lighting's pretty decent, eh? Hold on. I am also a photographer. Actually, I've been doing photography for way longer than I've been coloring. Well, if you count, coloring as a child, then that wouldn't be true. But I photograph abandoned buildings and cities, and I photograph all kinds of things. But my first love is really abandoned buildings, and so as one would suspect, sometimes things are left in abandoned buildings. And I'm going to move this. You have a spirograph too? Awesome. I haven't actually looked at this yet. Um, I guess I need to go out more. Oops, that went in. I think that's as far out as I can go. So this was a bag that I picked up from an abandoned house, and let me, like I said, I haven't looked at this. I don't know why. This is in it. Are you okay, sweetie? And also, this is upside down. And also, this. Shoot, some stuff fell out. So, isn't that so cool? Darn, hold on. One fell on the ground, I think. So these things were in a box in an abandoned house. And generally I do not take things out of the properties that I explore, because you just never know. You just never know. And so you just don't touch things that aren't yours, kind of. Is a general rule. Leave it how you found it, right? But these I could not leave there. Like, there was no way I was leaving this. I feel like my thing can go out more. Dang it. Give me a second. I'm trying to... There, I think that's the largest I can go out. And you might see my little legs, whatever. Well, they're not little, but... This is actually a spirograph from, I believe... I wonder if I turn this off, it'll be better. Yeah, there we go. It looks like it's from the 70s, like from when they... Yeah, right, exactly. They look original. I also got this. This big, huge, thick coloring book was in there. And this totally reminded me, oh, look at that, you guys. There's coloring in it. Oh, I hadn't seen that. How cute. Look at that. That's bitchin'. But this totally reminded me of my childhood and coloring books that I'd had. So, but I didn't realize that there were any pages colored in it. The main thing, are you okay, sweetie? Is this, right? Oh, it's held together with tape from the side there. I don't wanna... Little did we know this was going to be an unboxing video. Look at this. Is there a date on this? 1971. Cincinnati, Ohio. Look at that. That's too funny. Like, that's where I'm at right now. How cool. I don't know if that's just when this game, not game, but I don't know if this is when it came out, but Katrina, I wonder. That's fun. They have all their little things that they tried to do. So I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Give me a second while I kind of shuffle things around here. I know I didn't know that we were going to be doing an unveiling, an opening. I mean, this looks pretty OG, right?
Usually they've got, this is just the instruction booklet, so I don't know. I don't know how I would date it. But oh, okay, okay. I do have let me get, where's the top at? Where did I put the top? Here it is. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I hadn't looked at them yet. I hadn't really had a reason to, I guess. I just grabbed it. It was in this bag in an abandoned house. What is this? Fashion plates? That looks like some pencils in there. How funny. Oh, right. Remember these little fashion plates? Are you okay? Don't want to know what that is. These are the ones that I was able to grab, though. Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling some kind of way? I hope you'll be okay. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. This is kind of a fun game. It's too bad I don't have the whole set. Damn, I should have looked harder. No. Well, that's too... It's like how... Okay. Oh, I got one tiny one. Darn, it's too bad I don't... There's missing a lot, huh? There's other stuff in here. More directions. But darn, that's too bad. I should have crawled around more to try to find the rest of them. I'm curious, though. Is it raining? How dare it rain? I want to look at this other thing since we got it out. And it's just, I saw it and I had to get it. Okay, so that's bad. I know, you know, one fell on the ground too, which I will probably find later. Spyro-Tot by the makers of Spirograph. This one is probably... Oh, look. Oh, look at that. Those bugs right there, they're stink bugs. And we've named them all Calvin. They're ridiculous. They're here. Come here. No, don't run away. Come on. Get over here. Stop it, Calvin. God, they're so stupid. All right, I'm going to put them outside really quick. Go. He didn't want to go because it's starting to rain. They're like bumbling fools. I don't know those bugs. They're so silly. Okay. Animal faces? Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, let's look at the back of this. It's like a slot thing. It's probably a tray. Let me look at this before I... Okay, I see. Calvin, what the hell? It's like a nightmare in here. What are you guys doing? What are you even doing in there? Idiot. It looks like there's supposed to be something right here that is missing. And unfortunately, I don't see any directions. Stupid Calvin's down there. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh. Okay. 1973, 1975. I love that it's Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm here right now. So I bet you put your thing in there. You can see somebody used it. Calvin's going to jump out at us. Oh, no. Look at him. He's such a goober. Look at him. What a goat. You're an idiot. Okay, I'm going to let him out. I love those bugs, but they're also annoying as hell. They don't bite. I don't know what they eat. I don't know what they do, but so that's what that is. Little patterns, and maybe you put a piece of paper in there, and then, so it's like a tracing tool, right? You put that in there, secure it in there, and then do your little, oh, fun. Okay. And then there's different things. That's fun. I wonder if I could use that with my coloring. Huh. I love that. Okay, so that's the, what was that called? The Spyro Tot? The Spyro Tot, because it's like a tot. How cute. It's a mini version. Cool. Yeah, these kids are having a lot of fun. Oh, that's fun. All right, so that was our little meander into that. Where did I put that coloring book? There we go. Guess I didn't need that extreme of a zoom just yet. Let me put this back up, y'all. That was fun. Thank you guys for bearing through that. I have to like incorporate those into something instead of using, it's like stencils, right? See, and if I would have left that in that abandoned house, it'd just be like, I don't know, still sitting there, or somebody would eventually come across it and throw it out. And that place was weird too. Now that I'm thinking back on it, sorry I had to wash my hands as it was dusty. It had been gutted. Like only the house was there, and then when you went inside, it was just like the framing. And then there was this box that had, I guess, kid stuff in it. I don't know. That bag I saw with the spirograph in it, and I was like, oh. So I did my little photographic journey. And then before climbing back out the window, I was like, I gotta grab that bag. I can't leave that there. I can't just let that sit there. Oh, poor Sawyer, he's out. Had to work all day, only had like 4 hours of sleep. That's him. And now it's raining. Okay. Let's see. I was born in 75, so if I would have had one, it would have been from the 80s. Let's see. We were using our two last colors. See if I can get a little bit. Should I get closer, or is that adequate, you guys? What do you think? Maybe a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. I don't think that worked. This phone, I'm really trying to figure out its little intricacies. I didn't say that right, did I? I am using number 11 blue. You see, it seems like it just takes longer for this one to lay down its color. I apologize for the rain. I know it's really loud. You could be my mama. I don't know. My mom might not like that, Sherry. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I feel like I was born in the wrong time. Everybody that I know and associate with, for the most part, is significantly older than me. I relate to that. I don't know. It is what it is, right? Where's my piece of paper? I don't want to get this glitter on my hand. Come here, you. I don't know why I put that up so quickly. Gosh, I'm really sorry. Yeah. That is what rain sounds like in an RV. It's not going to rain for long. Just looking outside here. It's like it heard me, right? There's some clouds though, so we're probably going to have little bursts here and there. But yeah, I remember the first time it rained in the RV. Actually, we had a little travel trailer first that we stayed in for a month. And the rain in that was just, yeah, it's deafening. You get used to it though. It's definitely a unique sound. I can't imagine a tin construction trailer though. That's probably probably even louder than what ours is. I think we've only had hail once. Like, we're pretty good about being places where the weather is not. That's kind of something you pick up when you're living in an RV in a mobile situation. It's like, well, if the weather's bad, I'm just gonna leave. Like, we're just gonna leave here. We actually talked about leaving earlier, but I really love Cincinnati. And when we left the last campground yesterday and we were driving, I didn't tell Sawyer this because it's stupid, but I was like, I didn't like cry really bad, but I get so nostalgic, and I knew that like that was like the last time we were going to see that campground and that little slice of the United States for a little while. I don't know how long we're going to be out west, so I hope for a long time because I absolutely adore the desert, and that is where I belong. So hopefully, Texas is the first leg of the journey. So Dallas isn't necessarily desert, and neither is San Antonio, but it's the high country, the hill country. And there's some scrub there, but it's so close to New Mexico And then Arizona. And then, yeah, I like California too. California's just changed so much. So it looks like I did all that in the green, yeah? Looking at my other piece. I'm just looking at what I filled in before, prior. We'll pick up the green. The rain didn't even last. I'm surprised it actually even did anything. Let's see. Number 14, that's the light yellow one. Yeah, I hope these clouds move through because I want to see that comet. I've had several people. Sherry, have you seen it? Comet Atlas. You look in the western sky. I think to the I don't know, somewhere by Venus. You are supposed to be able to see it. Let's see. Where's our green? I know this little guy is green right here. I really want to see that comet. It's super rare that we have like comets that we can see with our eyes. They're called naked eye comets, which I think is a funny term, but anyway, I really want to see that comet. My cousin that lives in Montana posted a picture. You have too many trees in the area. It's farther up though. You should be able to see it now. Like it's supposed to be a lot it's up farther. It's not right on the horizon line anymore. You should try to check it out tonight. I should post, or you know what? I can send you let me do it right now while I'm thinking about it. Gosh, my ears are all crazy because of the toothache. Ooh. I'm going to send you the graph of, where it's visible in the sky, because it's actually a lot more visible. It's higher up now, so we can actually like see it. I just sent it to you, Cher. Yeah, I sent that to Sawyer and he was doing a live stream on it. Hey, baby girl, are you okay? I might not be able to finish this on the stream. She's going into the bathroom, and the past 2 days that's signified. Hopefully she'll be okay, because the antibiotic has gotten into her system and it's going to heal her. She's not crying, so that's good. Sorry you guys are going through all this with me. And my kitty cat. I did want to show, let's see, this is the light blue in here. Dang, she just cried. I may do a live tomorrow. I don't really feel like I can leave until she's better, because I don't want Sawyer to have to deal with. Are you okay? Did it work out okay? Here, why don't you come up here? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on, come on. Yeah, how'd it go? How'd it go? You feel okay? Yeah, okay. Alright, shake it off. Yeah. You got a tiny little system. So those antibiotics are just gonna zip right through and poor thing, I gave her the worst haircut imaginable. I'm trying to see. I think this is, let's see, that's going to be light blue. I might have to go kind of abruptly here, guys. I don't know if she's having her. She seems to be settling down. What is the inside of this here? I just colored the light blue because I can't remember. I wanted to show you guys how I did this one little thing though. That's the green right there. Sorry, I'm just trying to get one done completely and then also got one eye on my cat. It's funny, something that I thought would only take 20 minutes is an hour and 30 now because I got all distracted. Okay. We need to go back to our green over here. Yeah, I think you could probably, because you're farther west. I think you'd be able to see it pretty good. Okay, I think this is the green color, right? This was the piece that I wanted to show you guys how I colored this part right here because that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. So we'll get the surrounding stuff done and then go in and finish that. Well, we got that one big piece done. And then we just got this little space over here. So that's nice. And then this was the light green color. And inside here is the light blue. Okay. All right, and then let's go over here and just fill in all of our green spaces and get that out of the way. I just love finishing a piece, especially on camera. You're 100 miles from the Pacific Coast. Nice. You know, I might be very close to the Pacific Coast here soon, too. I think most of the campgrounds are even closer to the coast, though, that we would be staying in. We'll see. I gotta map it out. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just kind of like staying. We're booked out till February right now, but that's subject to change if I decide after we do Dallas. You know, if we like Dallas, we're still going to proceed, I think, to San Antonio and work there too and see which one we like better. I kind of hope it's San Antonio because it's smaller and I feel like it'd be easier to drive. Whereas Dallas looks like a bear in traffic and but Sawyer has a lot of history in Dallas that I want to know. And so he's gonna be giving me lots of tours and, well, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I'm expecting a history lesson. All right, we're going to go back with our number 11 before I finish. he's like worked at several places there, so he kind of wants to like, go and see if they are still around. There's a country club that he worked at as a chef. So we want to go check that out and see if it's, what's going on with it and stuff. So he wants to see if the guy that he worked with is still there. Which that was like 40 years ago. So I don't think that they will be, but well, it wasn't. Oh God, was it 40 years ago? Oh my God, it was, because that would have probably been in the 80s, I think, that he was there. If we ever had to, which we are going to be going to Oregon, Sherry, I'm kind of thinking that's what we're going to do for the winter, because if we're going to be in Dallas and Phoenix for the, I meant the summer. If we're going to be in Dallas and Phoenix for the winter, and Phoenix starts getting questionable in January as far as temps. So I feel like, then would be the time to like, I, I want to spend some time in Palm Springs. There's a campground there that we can go to. Because I love the Salton Sea area and Slab City. So I want to go out there and chill for a little bit. And then we'll start making our way up the coast as it gets hotter. I want to go to Gold Beach in Oregon. So we're definitely going there. Not because not just because I want to, but your grandfather's family was from San Antonio. That's cool. Well, see, you should come see me when we're in San Antonio. Then you should plan a trip. So this one, let me color, because I did this a little different. I'm going to go ahead and color the center one before I color the other stuff. I've spent a little time. I lived in Austin for 2 years, and I've been to San Antonio, I don't know, probably less than a dozen times. Definitely never worked there, so I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. I'm more excited for working in San Antonio than I am for Dallas. So this one I did the entire guy in the dark blue color, which is number 31. Using the Stabilo fine liners. We're almost done with this too. Evie is in the meatloaf position, but she's not seeming to have the problem she was having. So that's good. I've got pee pads covering the couch, her spot, to protect. Please be weatherwise when you head this way. I've never been in Texas. Texas is alright. Like, so as far as weather goes, we would be there probably, it depends. It all depends, but I would guess that we would be there probably in February. Oh, because of the fires. I think we would be there probably February, March, and April, maybe May, but I feel like May we would kind of start heading back. The campgrounds in Cincinnati open the beginning of April, actually. So if we decide to head back to Cincinnati, then that's, we'd be done with that area by then. So we would, like I said, when you do the mobile lifestyle, you really got to follow the weather. And I haven't been removed from the desert for a while, so I'm clueless as to when fire season is. But I feel like it's the summer. yeah, so this was a little bit of like blending that I attempted with blue and green, and I thought it worked out really well. And that's it, guys. We're done. It's funny. I'll zoom out here, but there's a little patch of sunlight you can see at the top of the. Oh, that's definitely Sawyer messaging me about the car. So, oh no, it's not. That is, they've taken the car. He's definitely at Discount Tire because they have taken the car off of. They've taken the tires off. Good. Good. So that's getting done. All right, guys, we're done. And we're done with this. And there's sun shining on it. Little rays of sun up there. Unless you go a different route, you need to cross over the Siskiyou summit. It's at an elevation of 4,000 or something like that. It's steep. Is that using the 101 or Highway 1, I'm guessing? Yeah. It might even be like a thing where we would probably take the car off. We would probably definitely take the car off driving through California. I almost wonder if that's like something we need to do if we decide to downsize. Because we've been discussing that, and it's so funny. Like, I don't know, just a little bit of thank you. Interstate 5, okay. That's coming across into where you're at. Is Interstate 5, right? But I guess like the natural trajectory of people that do like this kind of lifestyle RV living is you tend to start out really big, and then as time progresses you go smaller, and like that's kind of how I'm feeling now. Like, I don't feel like I can drive this. I don't want to drive it. It terrifies me, honestly. There was a point yesterday while we were driving, and I lead Sawyer here because it's just an hour and a half drive from campground to campground. So we don't hook the car up. When we come out to Texas, we will have the car hooked up. But so I lead him out here. And at one point, there were two semis. There was 3 lanes, and there were 2 semis on both sides of him. And he's driving this big, huge motorhome. And yeah, no, that's not ever going to be me. I don't want to do that. But I'm fine in a car. I'm fine in a van. Like, it's just, yeah. So we're thinking about downsizing. Interstate 5 goes north south, does it? Why did I think it went west east? It does go west east too, though, right? Like, you can take that way down south from Arizona, I think, is it? Because I feel like I've taken 5, and it goes into Mexico. Maybe it's just a small portion of it. Because it goes into LA, right? Oh, no, I'm thinking of 8. 8 is what I'm thinking of. Right, even is west east and odd is north south. I know, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna. It's those mountains and the coast. It's such a. It feels like that might be a trip that should be done like after we downsize, and then plus parking and things are a lot easier too. So I don't know. We might just do the Dallas thing and then come back to Cincinnati and then downsize and then maybe do the West Coast. Yeah, Interstate 5 is packed with semi trucks. The 10 runs east west, 10 goes through Texas and on. Yeah, the 10 is shit. It's terrible. I know, I've driven it. You know what? Honestly, probably hundreds of times. Probably. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's not that bad actually through the where we're not even going to be on 10 if we don't go through Arizona. But anywho, we'll figure all that out. Maybe I'll love Dallas and we'll stay there and then just come back to Cincinnati after the summer's over. Winter. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me while I colored this using these fine liners. I think it took us about a month, right? Since I poured that spirograph out, I got all this fluff and stuff on the table now. But yeah, it's complete and now I can laminate it. I don't know if I'm gonna, I have washi tape. I don't know. Your live stream inspired me for the day. Hope your tooth gets better and Evie's plumbing rights itself again. Thank you. That was everything wrapped up so perfectly. Thank you. I'm going to look at the washi tape I have. Let's look at it together really quick. I'm as bad as Sawyer when he's trying to end the live stream. I don't know. I think I just cut the borders off because these tapes that I have are like, it's too complicated, right? But I want to use this stuff. Like I didn't buy it for it just to sit up here. I'm getting out the other one. I think I have more. I don't think any that I have though is really going to go with that. I would need like something that's. I have this too that I'm trying to get open here. There. I think that it would need like, yeah, that's all too busy, right? Yes, thank you. That will be great. And then that'll make me happy. Oh, you know what, guys? Like, what about like something like that? What do you guys think about that? Too much? I don't know. Because like maybe like the red and gold, that would maybe change it too much. And I don't want to use it and then just cut it off and throw it away. What do you guys, Sherry, what do you think? If I put that washi tape around the border. The other ones I don't think would really, I don't know, this one might. I feel like it might be too distracting though. Thank you. I'm so glad that you stopped in. Stretch it out. Yeah, I guess that would be like the good thing. I know, I thought that too. Because I don't have to apply it, right? Hold on, let me. Otherwise, I'll just cut that border off or color it black. Okay. Right, because if I don't do it too bad, then I can. It's too much, huh? I hope I can roll that back in there. I don't know. I'd have to take a picture of it and look at it. Like I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to like determine if I like it or not. I feel like it might be too distracting, you know? I don't know. Yeah, the first one I think is would be better if I was going to do it. But I don't think that I am. Cuz I think it'd be too distracting. Yeah. I mean, I might have to put it on there anyway cuz I'm too stupid to roll it back up properly. Hmm. That's fine. That's fine. That works. That works. I know I messed it up, but it works. Yeah. I'm not, I don't know. Right. I could do a black marker. And then if I don't like it, I can just chop it off. I'm definitely going to cut it down from what it is right now, though, before I laminate it. I'll decide. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I am going to go ahead and take off. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you, Sherry, for helping me work that out. Thank you, guys.